we are on to that storm number 2 of the week, and this one is powerhouse right through the middle of the country. It's got snow from Chicago back through Iowa, then that severe storm forecast that's all the way up the southeast coast, and then flood watch. Oh, and the wind overall could be 40 to 60 miles per hour with this. So we'll get into all that and the new storm in the Pacific Northwest. And then the investigation into what happened on that Alaska Airlines flight. We're going to hear from the teacher who found that missing part in his backyard, plus the head of the NTSB joining us live on GMA.
Ahead the next hour of GMSA, San Antonio police have arrested a suspect in a shooting from last summer, how they tracked down the man involved. And up next, a lot of people opt for buy now, pay later plans to give the perfect holiday gift. So now it's time to pay in full. Why making late payments could cost you big. And issues with the weather and the roads are going to be top of mind this morning for all of us. We're going to keep you updated right here on Good Morning San Antonio.
Let's look out there with Live Cam. We had a windy overnight, kind of still windy this morning, and cold, 45 degrees.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And a good morning to you. Rise and shine. It is 6 a.m. on your Tuesday, January 9th.
All right, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. We hope you have all your plants. They're okay. Any loose lawn articles, we hope that you were able to secure them before they went flying to your neighbor's yard.
Yeah, have all your ducks in a row this morning and bundle up. 45 degrees out there. Justin is in for Mike, celebrating Michigan's victory last night in the national championship.
It's a big win. They did really well. Congratulations to the Michigan fans and Mike. And you're right about the wind, guys. It was blowing stuff around, lawn chairs, trash cans, you name it. We did have a little bit of damage with some trees, too. We'll show you some pictures coming up. But winds are still pretty strong this morning. Not as strong as they were last night and yesterday afternoon, but strong nonetheless, and enough to create some wind chill values. Feels like it's 36 right now in San Antonio. Feels like it's 36 at Bernie Stage. So it's definitely jacket weather this morning. And honestly, it's probably jacket weather throughout the rest of today, with temperatures not getting all that warm. We're thinking upper 50s for highs. As far as the winds are concerned, we're still going to see gusts 30 to 35 through the morning hours, but by lunchtime you'll start to see the winds subside a little bit, and by this afternoon the winds will really come down, and we'll see less in the way of wind and sunny skies. But that'll lead to a pretty chilly morning tomorrow. Forecast 9 a.m. 45. By noontime, 52 and sunny. And then our high today, right around 58. At this point, we'll be looking at northwesterly winds more on the scale of 5 to 15 miles per hour, so not as bad. But once that sun goes down tonight, those temperatures will fall very quickly. And yes, we could see a late freeze around San Antonio tomorrow morning. Then we're going to be looking for more fronts in the forecast and more gusty winds, too. We've got some front on Friday and another one, a big one, on Monday, and this one, the one we see on Monday, could lead to some much colder temperatures and potentially a hard freeze by Tuesday morning. We're going to talk all about it and look at that 7-day forecast here in just a bit. But those winds could actually cause you a few issues on the roadways. RJ's had some good tips this morning if you're out and about. How are things looking right now?
Yeah, Justin, starting to see some things pop up across the city. We expect that during our 6 o'clock hour. Usually a lot more people get out onto the road. So let's let you know what's going on right now. Loop 410 at Fredericksburg. This is the westbound lanes of the highway there at 410. So the Balcones Heights, kind of Castle Hills area on the near northwest side. We have a stalled vehicle off to the shoulder there on the far right-hand side. We do have a TxDOT Hero truck out there. Hopefully to help this driver out. It looked like it may have been a blown tire. Saw that driver a little bit earlier trying to potentially fix that on their own. So hopefully they're staying safe out there. Want to take you and see exactly what we're looking at here on our maps. We just saw right there from the TransGuide shot that we have traffic moving still pretty smooth in that area. But again, expecting things to build up here as we get through our 6 o'clock hour. Taking you now to the far north side where we have a stalled vehicle being reported on 281 northbound at Evans Road. So it looks like our traffic delays have kind of cleared out there. So that's good news. The cameras also didn't indicate much of a major delay in that area. So hopefully we get this cleared out here in just a bit. The rest of the city, things looking pretty good for the most part. Obviously, we had some lingering construction overnight. FM 1518 on the far east side, that cleared out within the past hour or so. So again, just looking at some smaller things as far as some stalled vehicles out there. Coming up, we're going to kind of let you know some tips for driving in some of these high winds if you are headed out over the next hour or so, maybe the 7 o'clock hour. Just some things to know before you hit the roads. Mark and Stephanie, back to you guys.
New this morning, San Antonio police are at the scene of a shooting incident on the city's west side. It's happening at an apartment complex near the intersection of Timber Creek and Military Drive. Streets in that area are closed right now. There's a heavy police presence, and our crew is at the scene gathering information. However, not much information has been released so far. We're expecting an update from the San Antonio Police Department shortly. We'll keep you advised.
Also new this morning, San Antonio firefighters say high winds overnight helped cause a house fire. This happened just after 11 p.m. in the 8200 block of Greenbrier on the north side near North New Braunfels. Now, fire officials say high winds knocked down part of a tree, which pulled down a power line and sparked a fire in the attic. Firefighters were able to quickly stop the flames from spreading. No one was hurt.
Topping your morning headlines, firefighters in Fort Worth and other crews are investigating what caused an explosion at a hotel that injured at least 21 people. Happened yesterday afternoon at the Sandman Signature Hotel. Investigators think a gas leak caused the blast. One person was dealing with critical injuries and 4 people are in serious condition. Investigators say there is no public safety concern for people in downtown Fort Worth.
In California, authorities hope the public can help solve a 32-year mystery. They're desperately trying to find the name of a woman killed by one of the country's most notorious criminals. So officials in Riverside County, California, are hoping to identify the only remaining unidentified victim of convicted serial killer Keith Hunter Jesperson. The body of the woman known as Claudia was discovered in August of 1992. Now, Jesperson was referred to as the happy face killer because he drew smiley faces on letters to the media and police. He confessed to murdering Claudia and 7 other women and is serving multiple life sentences.
Even though this killer is behind bars and never going to get out, this victim has an identity, is a real person, and we want to make sure that we give her back her identity and give closure to these families.
Now, experts were able to determine some of Claudia's relatives, including her father, who they say is now deceased. They say other relatives are half siblings, but weren't aware that Claudia existed, so they haven't been able to help.
This morning, a dangerous winter storm making its way eastward, bringing the threat of blizzards, tornadoes, and floods. With such intense blizzards, it's hard for some community teams to go out there and keep plowing the roads.
We've transitioned to a 24-hour day operation. All day long, we have people out working to clear snow.
Millions of Americans are under weather alerts today, and officials in many areas are asking drivers to be patient and safe. In the Deep South, strong winds bring the risk of tornadoes, while coastal areas could endure floods.
And before we go to break, the new year is a good time for parents to set resolutions that the whole family can work on together.
As ABC's Morgan Norwood tells us, the idea is focusing on health and building good habits.
2024 is here, and many Americans have set goals to improve themselves in the new year. Doctors at the American Academy of Pediatrics say now is a great time to think about family resolutions, too.
If we look at statistics, the majority of New Year's resolutions involve lifestyle, fitness, exercise, weight loss, or mental health goals. And parents can incorporate all of those into their roles as parents.
ABC medical contributor and pediatrician Dr. Alok Patel says resolutions can be simple checkbox items, like making sure kids are up to date on vaccinations.
A large part of preventative pediatrics and parenting involves safety and keeping our kids away from harm and injury. That can involve habits like making sure kids are properly crossing the street. They're wearing helmets when they're outside doing activities like skateboarding, skiing, or riding a bike. And a really easy one is making sure that car seats are installed properly and that your children are not outgrowing them.
Parents can set family goals to create better digital habits, like making sure media is age appropriate and that it's not negatively affecting sleep.
We want those growing kids to be away from screens for hours before bed, at least 3 hours. But if kids see us going to bed with our phones, what are they going to think?
Other goals to consider: making more time for activities like reading, cooking, and getting outside, making a family disaster kit to be prepared for emergencies, and focusing on mental health.
I know so many parents who make a goal of exercising more, and they get appointments with personal trainers, and everyone celebrates that. That's awesome. We should also celebrate people making appointments with therapists and parents exercising their mental health as well, because it's just as important. Because the better you are at taking care of your own mental health, the more present you'll be for your kids.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Time check, 6:08, still 45 degrees.
And still to come, Michigan fans like Mike Osterhage are celebrating a national championship after a huge win last night. How it all went down in Houston.
After the break, a lot of people opted for buy now, pay later plans to give the perfect gift. So now it's time to pay in full. Why making late payments could cost you big.
And I know my family wasn't too happy with me on New Year's Day because I made them get up for a 5K to start the new year, but we did our best. It was cold that morning. And if you're out exercising this morning, we're starting cold also at 45 degrees. We'll be right back.
6:12 in your consumer headlines. Apple launching its Vision Pro headset February 2nd. The $3,500 headset is the company's first major product launch since way back in 2015 with the debut of the Apple Watch. Apple's calling Vision Pro a revolutionary spatial computer. Pre-orders begin in just 10 days.
Garmin is marketing its new heart rate monitor because it says it can deliver an accurate reading even when it's attached to a sports bra. So the device is meant to fit select bra models from Adidas and Under Armour, among other brands, and it's on sale for $150.
And LG has unveiled a very big and very transparent television. Look at this. Its signature OLED T is a whopping 77 inches and goes on sale this year. As for the price tag, LG will only say that it'll be very, very expensive, which means we can't afford it.
Right, which means we'll wait.
We'll wait.
We'll wait a long time. And as we start the new year, holiday shoppers used buy now, pay later payment plans for a lot for Christmas.
Yeah, we're talking more than $16 billion in online purchases alone, according to Adobe Analytics.
Well, now those payments are due. So Marilyn Moritz tells us what to know so you don't sink deeper in debt.
First, the holiday spending. Now the hangover, called debt. Mary Wren feels it.
And if you have a family like mine, we have birthdays October, November, December. So it's back to back. And then I'm due in January with our baby girl.
To make ends meet, she has used the buy now, pay later option at checkout. Make a down payment, typically 25% of the purchase, then pay off the rest in 3 payments. Some plans offer no cost or low cost terms up front.
They're fronting the money to the merchant for you. So you're paying them back in the long run.
Now that the gifts are open, the payments are due, and that can get expensive if you miss a payment or you don't pay in full on time.
Late fees can range from a couple bucks to 25% of the loan, and late payments may hurt your credit score. Next time, Consumer Reports says there may be better ways to pay.
Especially for expensive purchases, or if you think you're going to return something, consider using a credit card instead, and aim to pay it off as quickly as possible.
If you don't have a credit card, talk to your bank or credit union. But if you do choose buy now, pay later, pick the traditional pay in 4 plan. That's 4 payments over 6 weeks with no or very small fees, as long as you pay on time. One more tip from Mary.
Everything I pay is on auto pay, so it doesn't really affect my credit. So that's good.
Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
That's smart.
Yes, it is. Things to keep in mind. Time now, 6:15. Let's check back with RJ.
Yeah, I was part of that $16 billion with that Afterpay. Yeah, it's very tempting, especially when you're going to check out. But yeah, the 4Pay, that's definitely the best way to go. Good advice there from Maryland. All right, guys, taking you outside TransGuide right now. We see that we have cleared out that stalled vehicle there that was westbound lanes at 410 in Fredericksburg. So we're all good to go in that area right there. Let's check out some other shots here. I-10 Callahan West, traffic moving pretty good. A little bit more traffic here at 35 at Loop 410, but for the most part, we have smooth sailing throughout many parts in the city of San Antonio. As we take a look at some of our surrounding areas, inbound traffic times, you see here kind of our normal sort of inbound times. We have 40 minutes in from Lavernia, 33 from Castroville, but normal times, especially up north for people coming into the city of San Antonio. How about some outbound times? You see same situation here, Lavernia, Castroville. Always seem to be our little bit of delays that we see there, but if you're headed out south, Lytle, Pleasanton, and Floresville, we're moving pretty good in that area there as well. Want to let you know about some tips here, driving in high winds. We've been talking about this throughout the better part of the morning. And of course, some big things to kind of keep in mind here is obviously be aware of some open roads, bridges, overpasses where you can get more crosswinds there. And you also want to keep your distance there from the high-profile vehicles, vans, buses, anything that may be pulling something or some cargo. And of course, always, I mean, this goes without saying, guys, keep your hands on the wheel at all times. I'm a Jeep driver. So I do know there's kind of upright vehicles, and I can feel it when the wind kind of hits. So it's a little bit scary at times.
Oh, you'll notice it, folks.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is. We'll try to drive as least as possible during these times.
Agreed. Two hands on the wheel, as you said,
Yes.
and keep a good supply of chapstick in your car.
Oh, I know.
It's that time of year when you get these winds and this really dry air. It all happens very quickly, so be prepared for that. We're going to see more of these fronts coming down the line, too, by the way. Look at these potential wind gusts today. We're still seeing gusts 30 miles per hour plus, okay? It's still windy out there. Not as windy as it was last night, but windy nonetheless. Here's the forecast. These winds start to subside a little bit, so let's fast forward to noontime. We're seeing gusts still in the range of 30 to 35, but after lunch, this is when winds finally start to calm a little bit. Still maybe seeing some gusts 15 to 20 around 5 o'clock. After that, I expect winds to really start to go calm, which will lead to a cold night tonight. Right now, we've got temperatures sitting in the 40s, 45. It's a bit deceiving, though, because with those strong winds, it feels like 36. New Braunfels, you're at 46, but it feels like 37. In Boerne, 39, but it feels like 33. So this is jacket weather for sure, and you may want it most of today. Temperatures don't warm up a whole lot. We'll see 45 by 9 o'clock, and then noontime 52 with sunny skies and a high temperature right around 58. Once that sun goes down tonight, though, it gets chilly. And again, we'll see some of those temperatures dipping down close to freezing. Here's the storm system that brought us all the wind and wild weather yesterday with some severe storms across our eastern counties. It's quickly moving east and northeast now, but a lot of severe weather across the southeast, and that storm system will move off to the north and east. Here's some of the damage left behind by yesterday's winds. This was, I believe, in San Antonio. You see a large tree there, almost broken in half, with some gusts potentially up to 49 miles per hour here in San Antonio. These are the peak wind gusts measured yesterday. Look at Laughlin out in Del Rio, 60 mile per hour wind gust. 49 was the peak gust here in San Antonio. Places like Randolph, Seguin, 40 plus. New Braunfels had a gust to 53. So yes, it was windy yesterday, but as I said, those winds will start to calm as we go into tonight, and that's going to lead to a chilly Wednesday morning. Here's a look at the forecast as you wake up tomorrow. Down to 32 potentially. Brief light freeze here in San Antonio. I think we'll see some 20s in the hill country, so you may want to prepare for that. Then as we go down the line, we've got a couple more fronts we've got to talk about. As we head into, say, Friday morning, we get another front, and that will cool us down again. Look at the low. These are low temperatures this week. Look at the low Saturday morning, down to 31. Look at the low on Monday, 30. Tuesday, 21 potentially for a low. We've got a big front coming in on Monday, and this will make a big difference in the forecast. So let me show you here in the 7-day. Winds subside today, 68 Wednesday, 74 Thursday. We get the front on Friday. That cools us back down into the 50s. It may be one of those upside down days on Friday. Still windy too. 31 Saturday morning, but we do rebound over the weekend. It turns out to be pretty nice. And then that second stronger front gets here on Monday. This could affect the MLK March, windy and much colder. Right now we're forecasting highs only in the 30s, and as I said, Tuesday morning, potentially down in the low 20s. So a hard freeze, we're going to have to prepare for that as we head into next week.
Yes, and a cold March as well.
It could be cold and blustery.
Okay, we'll be prepared. Thank you, Justin.
Time now is 6:20, 45 degrees.
Just ahead, newly released police body cam footage shows the rescue of a man trapped in his truck for nearly a week. That's next in your GMA First Look.
$579 breaths to show them your stuff. Every breath matters. Don't let RSV take your breath away. Protect yourself from RSV with Abrysvo, Pfizer's RSV vaccine. Abrysvo is a vaccine for the prevention of lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. RSV can be serious if you are 60 or older. Having asthma, COPD, diabetes, or heart disease puts you at even higher risk. Abrysvo is not for everyone and may not protect all who receive the vaccine. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its ingredients. People with a weakened immune system may have a decreased response to Abrysvo. The most common side effects are tiredness, headache, pain at the injection site, and muscle pain. Ask your pharmacist or doctor about Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo. Visit these retailers or find other retailers near you at abrysvo.com.
In this morning's GMA First Look, newly released footage of that dramatic holiday rescue.
There is a vehicle. It is pretty badly damaged.
A harrowing rescue caught on camera.
Jesus, how long has he been there?
Police body cam footage showing first responders in South Bend, Indiana, as they work to free 27-year-old Matt Ream.
1, 2, 3.
Trapped in this mangled truck for nearly a week.
Oh, he's underneath the bridge on the interstate.
He's underneath the bridge.
This is the craziest thing I've never seen. We've been trapped down here for that long. That's insane.
Two fishermen looking for a good fishing hole stumbling upon the crash, noticing someone was inside.
Who found him? There's a car over there. Let me go check it out.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of this dramatic rescue and the very latest on Matt Ream's recovery. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Well, Mike's Michigan Wolverines and the Washington Huskies met last night in Houston to decide the college football playoff national championship. It was a runaway game for Michigan. ABC's Andrew Dimber brings us the sights and sounds from NRG Stadium.
Michigan Wolverines claiming their first national championship in 26 years, ending their season a perfect 15-0.
To the end zone,
Michigan taking the lead on this touchdown just minutes into the first quarter and never looking back.
As time watches, touchdown!
Washington also chasing a perfect season, coming within striking distance, looking to mount a comeback for the ages.
Looks the other direction down the seam. It's intercepted by Seymour Still.
But this Hail Mary on fourth down intercepted, sealing the Wolverines' victory. As the clock expired, students rushing the court at this campus watch party in Ann Arbor.
We had unfinished business, so I'll leave y'all with this. Business is finished.
Coach Jim Harbaugh leading his alma mater to their first championship since 1997, dodging the first Gatorade pour, but not the second.
My dad, Jack Harbaugh, won a national championship, and my brother won a Super Bowl. So it's good to be at the big person table from now on.
The Wolverines win not coming without controversy. Harbaugh was suspended for the final 3 games of the regular season after the team was accused of sign stealing. After last night's win, Harbaugh again denied having any knowledge of the alleged scheme.
Off the field issues, we're innocent, and we stood strong and tall because we knew we were innocent.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And time now, 6:26 and 45 degrees for now.
We know it's windy out there, and that could affect your commute this morning, especially if you have a bigger vehicle. Checking the roads with TransGuide, looking at 37 at Hackberry. No problems to report, but that could change in a matter of minutes. RJ will get all of us up to speed. Outside with live cam as we wait for the sun to come up. Windy and cold out there. It currently is 45 degrees, but obviously it feels colder than that.
Yes, it does. Good morning. It's 6:30, Tuesday, January 9th.
Let's go straight to Justin in for Mike. With an update on our morning temperatures.
Yeah, it is. It's chilly out there. You guys are right. And we've got those gusty winds still. Now, they're not as strong as they were. But we're still going to see some fairly gusty winds through the morning time. 42 is what we're expecting as you head off to the bus stop this morning. Wind chills, though, in the 30s, so the kiddos need to bundle up. Take the big coats with you. You'll want them through much of the afternoon because we only get up to 58 degrees today. It stays cool. Good news here, the winds do start to subside a little bit later this afternoon. But it is jacket weather, no doubt, this morning. And let's take a look at what we got going on as far as wind gusts go at the moment. 33 is what we're gusting to here in San Antonio. We've still got some gusts close to 40 in New Braunfels, so the winds are still howling there. And as we look at the forecast for today, by noontime, we're starting to see the winds subside. By 2 o'clock, we're still seeing gusts maybe around 30. But by 6, say 10 o'clock, winds are really starting to calm here. And we'll see a lot less in the way of wind as we head into tonight. This is what it feels like right now. It feels like 36 in San Antonio. It feels like 32 in Boerne Stage, 38 Bulverde. So wind chills are in 30s, and they'll stay that way through much of this morning. Here's your forecast. 9 a.m. 45. Noontime 52. That's it. Still some gusty winds. 58 this afternoon. And by tomorrow morning, we could be looking at temperatures near freezing. And that's not all in the 7-day forecast. A busy extended forecast with some more cold fronts on the way. We'll take a look at it coming up, but let's get over to RJ now. Morning commute is picking up.
Yeah, Justin, and you mentioned New Braunfels, obviously an area that we're going to follow here in just a little bit. Real quick, want to show you TransGuide traffic cameras. If we take a look, 10 at De Zavala there in the northwest side. We have traffic moving pretty good. 37 Hackberry, the same thing as well, as we have traffic moving pretty smooth throughout, mostly the inner parts of San Antonio. So we mentioned for any of our drivers headed up to New Braunfels right now, if you would live in the Schertz area, Selma, Cibolo, we do have a stalled vehicle being reported right now northbound 35 at Cibolo Valley Drive. So Schertz Parkway is right there, and we are seeing a little bit of buildup a little bit further south actually there on 35 south, but this stall being reported there northbound 35 Cibolo Valley Drive. One other quick look here at north side here, we have another stalled vehicle. Still this ongoing situation northbound 281 at Evans Road. Saw a little bit of backup there earlier to Encino Rio. Want to let you know about gas prices because we talked about it yesterday. They have actually gone up 7 cents in the average gas price here in San Antonio. We're looking at $2.65 right now, a little bit under the statewide average, and the average gas price across the U.S. is still at $3.08, but $2.65 if you want to head out right now, put some gas. Obviously still dealing with the winds out there. I'm not a fan of doing that, but then now might be a good time to put gas, especially as you head out for your Tuesday morning. Mark and Stephanie, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. Our top story this morning, a tense standoff at a local apartment complex has ended with the suspect in that case in the hospital. The San Antonio SWAT officers shot him, wounding the 43-year-old man in his head. Police say they initially went to the apartment complex near Timber Creek and West Military Drive around 2 this morning for a call about a man shooting a gun repeatedly, both inside and outside his apartment. Now, they say some bullets did go into neighbors' homes, but no one was hurt. Before SWAT officers shot him, they say that suspect had exchanged gunfire with them and shot at other officers.
Also new this morning, an arrest has been made in a shooting that happened back in July. This is video from when it happened outside the Manhattan nightclub on Blanco Road. According to an arrest affidavit, 19-year-old Jefferson Hernandez Galdames is now facing charges. Investigators say he shot a man in the shoulder and leg. He was taken to a hospital. A witness was able to ID him in a photo lineup, and he was arrested.
The family of a man who was killed along with his girlfriend and unborn child weeks ago is saying their last goodbyes. Now, today will be the last service for 22-year-old Matthew Guerra. Family celebrated the life of Guerra yesterday as they gathered for his funeral. Now, he and his girlfriend, 18-year-old Savannah Soto, were shot and killed just days before she was set to give birth to their child. Last week, a father and son were charged in their murders. Savannah Soto's family tells KSAT that her funeral will be this Friday.
The board of the San Antonio Independent School District updating the public on plans to shut down schools. 15 schools are shutting down as part of the widely criticized right-sizing plan. The district says their process includes figuring out what to do with 15 empty school buildings. In a presentation at last night's meeting, the district said there's no concrete plan for what to do with those buildings yet, and that a repurposing panel will be established to figure out next steps. For a complete list of schools that will be closing, just search for SAISD on our website, ksat.com.
Brackenridge Park is one of San Antonio's oldest, largest, and most popular parks. It is home to a golf course, trails, and a zoo. And now city leaders are asking the community how they can make it even better. So last night was the first of several Brackenridge Park plan meetings. The goal is to get feedback from the public about what kind of changes they'd like to see.
We want to know what are the enhancements that we can make to the park so that folks want to come out to it every weekend with their families and with their friends to enjoy the spaces.
There are no deadlines for the plans just yet. Feedback over the coming weeks will be gathered and presented at a larger meeting later this month.
Meanwhile, all this wind overnight could mean some serious issues for your allergies.
As Patty Santos learned, there are some things you can do that can help you feel better sooner.
What's this windy day doing for your allergies?
Well, earlier I started getting itchy eyes.
Many San Antonians can relate. You sound like you're suffering from some allergies right now.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Winter is a time for congestion, coughing, and cedar fever, all thanks to the dreadful mountain cedar pollen from juniper trees.
I woke up and I'm like, man, something's going on. I can only breathe out of one nostril.
Dr. Erica Gonzalez with South Texas Allergy and Asthma Medical Professional says mountain cedar has kept allergy offices busy since early December and it's about to get worse.
The windier it gets, like today, the more widespread it's going to be. So it's going to reach more areas of San Antonio than normal.
This is a look at cedar trees and helotes spreading that pollen. Monday's mountain cedar pollen count, over 16,000. The Texas A&M Forest Service estimates the hill country is home to more than 35 million tons of mountain cedar.
Mountain cedar tends to really like to focus on eyes, so you'll see a lot more people with eye symptoms than normal compared to other pollens.
Dr. Gonzalez tells her patients to take their allergy medications 2 weeks before symptoms start. Antihistamines and nasal sprays should help bring some ease. Avoid going outside when the air is cooler. And remember, you can carry pollen in your clothes and your hair.
When you come back in, change your clothes, go take a shower so that you're not bringing that stuff in.
Pollen production peaks in mid-January, but tapers off in early March. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Good luck, everybody. We're in this together. Right now, 6:37, 45 degrees.
Every year, millions of people start diets in the new year, but one health expert is saying, try something else. The options you can try in just moments.
6:41, welcome back. Year after year, exercise, eating healthy, and weight loss are the top 3 New Year's resolutions.
However, research shows only 9% of Americans actually stick to them.
9. As Alexa Lorenzo reports, there's a new strategy this year focused on changing the way we all think about food.
I am a dietitian against diets.
Reshonda Thornton took to TED Talk to take on traditional ideas about diets.
I want to teach you how to best feed your body, advocate for your health, and not it being depicted by having rules and regulations.
Professor Leilani Carver-Matalon was caring for her daughter, her husband, her students, not herself.
We talk about self-care all the time. Self-care, self-care, self-care. What she made me see is that it is my responsibility to care for my vessel, to care for myself.
Todd Lindy also knew he had to rethink his relationship with food.
I was over 100 pounds overweight and was on too many medications. I've been a type 2 diabetic for over 20 years.
As a registered dietitian, Reshonda combines her background with biology and psychology to help people stop chasing diets and start changing their minds.
What I try to explain to people is we should not love food. What we shouldn't do is put it on a pedestal and call it a reward. What I do consider a reward is nutrition.
To do that, you have to find out the why. What heals you? That starts with figuring out why you're grabbing the Snickers instead of salad. What are the emotional triggers? Then replace those ideas with healthier ones.
What you put, the nutrients you bring to your body is what heals your body.
Todd turned vegetarian and
I used to be on 55 units of insulin every day, and I got off of insulin 100%.
Helping create lifelong partnerships between people and nutrition. I'm Alexa Lorenzo reporting.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah. It takes a lot of work, though, and a lot of time and planning.
It's called commitment, right?
Yes. All of those things.
We are committed to RJ Marquez, and he's got a traffic update.
Yeah, guys. So obviously we've been dealing with some high winds, some gusty winds out there right now. We're taking a look right now. TransGuide looking at 35 and Topper Wine, and it's been seeing some of these cameras across the city kind of shake a little bit. So an indication that we are seeing some high winds out there. Now, good news, we're not seeing any major incidents right now. The biggest thing I'm following at the moment is we have a stalled vehicle being reported. Now, this is being reported northbound on Citadel Valley Drive. This is by TxStop, but I'm seeing more of a delay here for traffic coming southbound. In fact, I was just looking at the camera in this area, and unfortunately, it got frozen before we actually got over to this part of traffic, but I'll continue to monitor and see exactly what's going on out there. Again, a stall being reported right now, northbound 35, Cibolo Valley Drive, so affecting our drivers out there in Schertz, Selma, the Cibolo area, if you are headed north to New Braunfels, or maybe even coming south to Live Oak as well. Some other things to kind of keep in mind, we do have a pretty good buildup here of traffic in Castroville for our traffic coming into San Antonio. That's going to be traffic coming in eastbound, but there's kind of just normal delays out there. So one more quick look at TransGuide right now, trying to get you a little bit more on the rotating shot. So we have 90 General McMullen, traffic moving pretty smooth in that area as well. 281 at Grayson. Saw this camera shake a little while earlier. So that's something just kind of notice throughout the rest of the morning. Obviously, want to be careful with those high-profile vehicles, vans, buses, things of that nature. And of course, keep your distance, both hands on the wheels at all times.
Thank you, RJ.
Yeah.
You have a video, I guess, to show us about all the wind that happened overnight?
Yeah, it was busy yesterday. We had some very strong winds. We got this video in on KSA Connect, and we got a lot of videos in. You guys did a great job of documenting yesterday's wind, but we'll put this into play, and you can see a tree narrowly misses the truck, but you see it take out the trash can kind of there in the background. But it does look like there was a little bit of damage going on. Boom, right there. I mean, it does take out the front of the truck. And then look at the trash can, almost like impaled by this branch. And there is some risk here. You got to be careful with trees and winds like this because these branches can come down. They said it sounded like thunder and then the house started shaking. So this was yesterday with those very, very strong winds. And that's kind of an example of some of the damage that we were seeing. Not only did we see some damage from the winds, but there was also some reports of graupel last night. What's that? Well, it's kind of like a mix of hail and I want to say like sleet. You know, it's a cold weather process. We saw a little bit of that across our eastern counties. So there was just a lot going on yesterday. Wind gusts right now, 33 is what we're seeing, gusting to 40 in New Braunfels, gusting to 20 in Pleasanton. And yes, these winds will eventually calm, but it's going to take a while longer for that to happen. 26 was the gust in Port SA, 28 the gust at Stinson. And the current wind chill, what it feels like, 36 here in town. Feels like 31 at Bernie Stage, 37 in Bulverde, with those winds still howling this morning. Here's the wind gust forecast. We see those winds start to subside midday, and then by the time we get into the afternoon, we'll see a lot less in the way of wind. And in fact, I think winds go calm as we get into tonight. Now, one thing these winds are probably going to do is kick up the Mountain Cedar, which is hard to imagine considering we were at 16,000 yesterday. They could even go, these numbers could go even higher today. Molds are moderate or were moderate yesterday. We'll get that pollen count in here in about an hour. We'll let you know where we stand, but it has not been fun with regards to Mountain Cedar. Not only that, the winds yesterday brought in some of that dust from West Texas, so that's kind of a double whammy. High temperatures today, only around 58 or so, so that's a cool down behind the front. 55 Bernie, 55 in Kerrville today. There will be some 60s on the map. And the air will be very, very dry. We've got dew points in some cases in the teens. Now, dew points climb a little bit into Thursday before our next front hits. We're not going to get any rain out of it, but then the dew points fall again. Very dry air Friday, Saturday, and most of Sunday before we get another front on Monday. And that brings in some really dry air and really cold air. Tomorrow morning, we'll be down around 32. So there is a light freeze potential here in San Antonio. With the winds finally calming down, clear skies, dry air, it's perfect setup for radiational cooling. So I think we're going to see some pretty chilly numbers, 20s in the hill country. It'll be brief and light, but we do want to let you know that freeze is possible here in San Antonio as our system departs and moves off to the north and east, and most of the state gets a chance to clear out. Now, the northeast is going to get a lot of weather today. You see the snow's already flying. Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, some of the major cities up across the northeast will see some wintry weather today. So that will cause some travel issues. Temperatures right now in Canada, it's negative 36 in Yellowknife, negative 31 in Coppermine. We always look up here to see if there's any chunks of really cold air headed our way, and I think there is a potential for that. This cold air will spill down. We'll see a little bit of it Friday with that first front, but it's a second front on Monday that we really see this cold air plunge down into Texas, and the temperatures are going to be mighty cold. Look at this 7-day forecast. So we go 68 tomorrow, 74 Thursday. Cool down on Friday with the front. We're down to 31 Saturday morning. And then we rebound before that second front comes in on Monday, and boy, this one packs a punch. Right now we're forecasting a high of only 36 for Monday. That could affect the MLK March, and we're expecting a hard freeze by Tuesday morning.
I would say so.
Wow.
It's going to be cold.
You said possibly 20s that morning.
20s Tuesday morning, yes.
Okay, we'll be prepared.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justin.
Just about 10 till 44 degrees.
And tomorrow on GMSA, what can up the risk of early menopause, what you need to know.
And back outside one more time with Live Cam as we wait for the sun to come up on your early Tuesday morning. Thanks for starting your day with us. Be right back.
Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, we are on to that storm number 2 of the week, and this one is powerhouse right through the middle of the country. It's got snow from Chicago back through Iowa, then that severe storm forecast that's all the way up the southeast coast, and then flood watch. Oh, and the wind overall could be 40 to 60 miles per hour with this. So we'll get into all that and the new storm in the Pacific Northwest. And then the investigation into what happened on that Alaska Airlines flight. We're going to hear from the teacher who found that missing part in his backyard, plus the head of the NTSB joining us live on GMA.
Can I get you a drink, Abby?
Agent Gladwell.
Am I in trouble?
We need you to steal something.
Kevin Hart leads an international team of thieves in the crime caper Lyft.
$500 million in gold is on its way to a terrorist cell.
And the gold needs to disappear.
What's your plan? We gotta steal it mid-flight, 40,000 feet in the air.
We're taking the plane, the whole plane?
It's kind of hard to take half a plane.
When you're around good people and good energy, you know, it's a contagious feeling, right?
It was a playground for all of us in a
Sure.
beautiful way.
Yeah.
It's a playground to explore and work with talented people.
Is everybody in position?
You're good to go.
Showtime. Showtime? Come on.
The action took the cast all over Europe.
Venice was the top. You know, even just reading the script, the first few pages, you know, knowing that we're in the center of Venice, St. Mark's Square, the Grand Canal, iconic locations, like being on a speedboat down the Grand Canal. I was just like, oh my God, pinch me. This is just like one for the memoirs.
It's a toss-up between, I think, Belfast and Cortina.
Cortina.
Yeah.
I mean, you liked Venice a lot, though, right?
I loved Venice.
Yeah.
But I think as a group,
Yeah.
I think Belfast will
Belfast.
always be in my heart.
Yeah.
All right then. Let's show them what true artistry looks like.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
January is National Blood Donor Month, and you can ring in the new year by helping save lives with KSAT Community and University Health.
The blood supply is critically low, and just one donation could help up to 3 patients in need. So if you want to donate for the first time, or if you're a pro already, go ahead and visit ksat.com for how to schedule your donation.
About 5 minutes till 7.
Let's check back with RJ. Things building up there on I-35.
Yeah, guys, speaking to our drivers there on the northeast side, just want to let you know we have spotted this stalled vehicle out there, 35 southbound. So we did confirm that it was southbound. Again, we were getting reports that it was northbound, but I was seeing the traffic build up and just something kind of looked off. So we are seeing southbound traffic right now backed up in this area here, 35 at 11:03. So this is actually being reported there at Cibolo Valley Drive. And if I step out of the way, you can see that we have a pretty good backup there. It's going to take you about a 3-mile stretch of a backup there at Cibolo Valley Drive at I-35. So again, southbound, if you're headed into San Antonio right now, coming into Live Oak, coming into Selma, sure, it's something that you're just going to have to keep in mind, especially with the winds, something that will continue to follow throughout our 7 o'clock hour. Justin?
RJ, thank you. Winds will continue to diminish as we head into the afternoon. Still going to be gusty though this morning. Wind chills are in the 30s. We'll only see a high of 58 today. Light freeze possible tomorrow. Another front coming up Friday morning. That's going to bring some windy conditions. And we're starting to get some indications that it is going to be very, very cold to start next week. Right now we're going 36 on Monday, but a hard freeze expected Tuesday morning.
Time to dig out those faucet covers for next week.
Yep.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful. We'll see you at 9.